welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do my 20-week pregnancy update video. I haven't done any pregnancy videos before and I thought it was time to kind of do one to talk about everything, answer some questions, and just explain what this process has been like. On my Instagram story, I asked you guys to ask me any questions or ask me any topics that you wanted me to explain during this video. So I really got a good amount and I picked like the ones that I got asked a lot and then some other ones that I liked, and I kind of made it in my notes. So I have my questions here and I'm gonna go over pretty much everything that you guys want to know about my 20 weeks. 20 weeks is pretty cool because that means I'm at my halfway mark throughout this pregnancy, which shows me that the first half of it has gone by so fast, like so extremely fast, and I can only imagine how fast the second half is gonna go. So with that being said, let's get into my questions. Okay, so a question that I got asked by a majority of people is just how is the baby's overall health? So the baby's overall health is amazing. He is doing so well. We've had multiple genetic like blood tests, test for abnormalities, all that stuff that they kind of like require you to do, and everything has come back negative, which means that he hasn't tested positive for anything. And so that's really good. We're really blessed that he is very healthy. He is super active. Every ultrasound we have, our doctor like exclaims how healthy and how good he is, how great he looks. His heartbeat always sounds good. So the baby's overall health, he is like perfect. I have talks with like other people who are pregnant and who are due around the same time as me, and I know that not all moms are as lucky as I am during this pregnancy. So every day I'm just super grateful to know that he is healthy and he is pretty much thriving. Okay, so the next question I was asked is, what does it feel like being pregnant? So this is kind of like a weird question to answer because like I feel like everyone feels differently during their pregnancy. So I'll just kind of try to explain exactly what it feels like for me. When I first found out I was pregnant, obviously I was like super excited and super happy. But it was also kind of like a weird feeling knowing that there was like something growing inside of me, like an actual human inside of me. I don't know if that like makes sense or if it's weird. But it's also at the same time like so cool, unique, beautiful, like amazing. Like you really do feel your baby like growing inside of you, and that's like a really great feeling. I feel super connected to my baby. That was something I felt like kind of right off the bat. Like having him inside me makes you kind of feel like just like he really is like your own, like no one can take him from you, like that is your baby. Like I don't know if that makes sense but I love having him inside me, just knowing that like he's mine. Like I don't have to share him with anyone, no one can take him from me. Like he's my baby, he's inside me, we're always together, he can never leave my side. I love that. So it's definitely, it feels cool to be pregnant and it's a great feeling and I really do love it. So that's like all I can really say about it, that I love having him inside me and I just like love how attached I am to him. Okay, so the next question I have is he moving? This one kind of goes back to like what does it feel like being pregnant, because you really do, this is something that has to do with feeling pregnant. But yes, so he probably started moving around 18 weeks, where right now I'm 20 weeks. So probably about 2 weeks ago when he first moved, it kind of felt like a flutter, kind of like little bubbles popping inside of me. Like it wasn't a real kick, it was just kind of like little like bubbly feelings that was happening inside me, and it felt different. It kind of felt like butterflies, like I was anxious or something. But when he actually started kicking, that was like the coolest feeling in the world. And at first I would like really wait for it to happen again. It happened for me like kind of below my belly button, and it was like actual little like, you felt like little like boom, like I don't even know how to explain how it feels, but it's like when he moves and he doesn't kick, I feel like just like him like kind of like squirming all inside me, and I'm like, ooh, like it's kind of like a weird feeling, like a funny feeling, like I wonder why, like kind of like you're maybe, I don't want to say you have an upset stomach, but like your stomach just feels like something's going on inside there, something's moving. And then I'll know that he's gonna start kicking soon, because you know he's moving, whatever, and then I'll put my hand there and he'll kick. Probably like last week it was probably like he would only kick like 3, 4, 5 times, and then it would only happen probably like 3 or 4 times a day, but like pretty spaced out. Like it would happen in the morning when I woke up, and then it would be a few hours later. It would happen like once or twice in the afternoon, and then it would happen like kind of more towards the night. Where now I'm 20 weeks and he moves all the time. All the time. He never stops moving, really. Like ironically right now he's not moving. But before this and this morning and stuff, and even like I went to bed last night, he would not stop kicking. Christian and I were watching a TV show. He would not stop moving. And then the whole night he kept waking me up. I probably woke up like 5 or 6 times throughout the night. I could hardly sleep because he just kept moving, and I just kept feeling him, and I was like, and I love it, but at the same time I'm like, come on, go to sleep so I can go to sleep. As soon as I woke up, he was moving all over the place. I had breakfast, he was moving all over the place, and maybe now he's like resting, but he has been moving like non-stop. I can only imagine that as he grows, it's just, the feeling's just gonna keep getting more intense, but I love it. It's definitely a weird feeling, but I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I love feeling him. I love knowing that he's happy and content inside there. So moving is really cool, but yes, he is moving, and it's the best feeling ever. So baby names, this is like something everyone asked me. If I'm being honest, we do not have a name picked out. Well, it's hard. We have probably like our top 2 names that we're going back and forth between, but I'm not exactly sure which one we'll end up going with. I think we're leaning towards one more, but I don't know. I really don't. It's like Luke we really liked, and Liam we really liked, both those names. But they're, you know, they're super common, and we wanted to kind of just try to find another name that we liked. Luke has been on my list since like a million years ago. Whenever I started making a baby names list, like Luke was on it. But then when you actually, I feel like, get pregnant and you have to name your child and all this stuff, I kind of feel like it can change a little bit, because you're like, wow, I really have to name my child this for his whole life. Is this what I want to do? So that was hard. We definitely went back and forth between a good amount. It was difficult a little bit to really figure out exactly what name that we were gonna go with. So Luke and Liam, like I said, those were 2 that we really liked at first. I don't know. So, but those are out anyways. So now, like I said, we're between our kind of like top 2. I think we have a middle name kind of figured out. So whatever, I mean, we're trying to figure it out. We still have time. I just want to know his name so I can start like doing things with his name, like maybe like blankets, like embroider certain things with his name and stuff. But you know what, I still have time and I can wait. I just like to plan and be kind of like perfect, but I think we just need to wait, and like whatever comes to us or whatever we truly love, like we'll know closer to that time. Okay, so cravings. That, I feel like that's a very common pregnancy question, but a few people did ask me about it, and I'm sorry to say that I don't have many cravings. Someone in person asked me about that last night, and I was like, I actually don't have too many cravings. So I don't know why. Like, kind of when I first got pregnant, I even told them, when I first got pregnant, I was craving Hooters, actually. Like the wings, the fries, and like I like the clam chowder soup. And those things I was really, really, really craving. But other than that, I don't really get cravings. I don't know if maybe towards the end of the pregnancy, maybe it'll become more intense. I just kind of eat like whatever's on my mind, whatever I want to eat, and I would say that my appetite has definitely gotten larger and bigger. I can eat more and I want to eat more like throughout the day. But as for like actual cravings, like oh my gosh, I need this right now, I don't have any. So I don't know. The next one is stretch marks. So to answer that, like simply, the answer is no. I haven't gotten any stretch marks on my belly or my back or the sides or anything yet. I have been using 2 creams. I use this one, which is the Palmer's Stretch Marks Massage Lotion. I use that one, and I use this bio oil. Is it focused? Yeah, this bio oil, and I kind of go back and forth between the 2. Sometimes I'll apply this one in the morning, this one at night, or this one in the morning, this one at night. To me, it doesn't really matter the order which I apply it in, but every day I apply one of these in the morning and one at night. So I don't know if that's something that has made like a difference. Maybe like when I get a little bit bigger, maybe towards the end I'll get them. I'm not like against getting them, you know. My body's changing, I'm growing a baby, I have to understand. It's not something I'm gonna be upset about, but if I can prevent it the most that I can, I will. So that's what I'm doing with these things. But like I said, I don't know if it's just these products. Some people say it's genetics, but I don't know. So that's what I'm doing for them, and as of right now, no, I don't have any stretch marks. Okay, so a few people just asked me like, how are you? How's your mental health during it? How I feel during the whole thing. I have read some things that some moms, like their mental health really shifts during pregnancy, but this whole pregnancy, I would say I've been so happy, so positive, so like loving life. Like I think I'm just so overly excited for this baby, and I have like so much love for him that like I'm just really like so happy. Like I don't really have like down days or sad days or anything, which I'm really grateful for. I just like think about him all the time. Think about stuff to get him, what to do, his nursery, stuff like that, and I'm just like always happy and in a good mood. I definitely have more emotions and hormones now, but overall like I don't really get sad, I don't get angry. I'm pretty always like happy and just like enjoying and loving life, so that is really good. Okay, so another question I got was, what are you planning to do with the birth having to do with COVID-19? This one, going back to how I feel, this is the one topic that makes me like anxious, kind of, because you know, I really don't know what is going on with it. Not that I don't know what's going on with it, but it's hard to predict or say what will be going on with it by the time the baby's born in August. So I know right now a lot of people in New York, they are facing the problem of not even being able to bring one person, their spouse, their partner, anyone in the delivery room with them, and they're having to do it alone. So that makes me very anxious. That is something that obviously I don't want to do alone. I want Christian to be there, not only for myself, but for him. I know he would be devastated if he could not be there. So there's just a lot of things. I don't want to say I can't do without him, but I literally feel like I can't do it without him. So that is hard because I just want to make sure that he's able to be with me, and that makes me worried. But if all goes smoothly and everything is fine, then I am planning just to have the baby at the hospital, you know, with Christian, with my family there, and take him home after, and hopefully everything is fine then. I don't know, I'm just like, that does make me like worried, because I don't know what will be going on at that time. Currently right now, with everything going on with coronavirus, I have been super cautious about going out, about seeing people, about like, I'm very like quarantined. Like even in the beginning, before things in my state went on lockdown, I was already kind of like isolating myself, just because the CDC came out and said that pregnant people were at a higher risk. So We haven't been seeing too many people just because we want to protect the baby the most that we can. We're on the same page with that. So yeah, so like I said, as for his birth, I'm hoping that everything can just go normally and then I can deliver in a hospital with Christian there and hopefully more family. But I guess we'll have to see what everything is, or what's going on in August. Okay, so that is like majority of the questions that I wanted to go over and I wanted to answer. I don't want to keep talking too much because I know I've talked a lot and I don't want this video to be too long. But now I'm going to show you guys just kind of like a bump date. I'm going to show you in this dress, but I think I might also like put on a pair of leggings so I can roll them down so I can really show you what my belly looks like, how big it is. Pretty much this. Okay, so pretty much this is what my belly looks like from the side. From the front, you can see I have like these like indents. So you can kind of from the front like tell I'm pregnant too. It's like these little things right here. So let me show you when it's down. Okay, so if you guys don't know, right here I have a scar from when I had abdominal surgery about like 2 years ago. It was emergency surgery that I had to have, but that's what that is from. So nothing with the pregnancy, but my belly like this, like I said, you can kind of see the lines from the front, so you can kind of tell I'm pregnant from the front. And then from the side, he is pretty round. And that's, yeah, that's what it looks like right now at 20 weeks. I know it'll only get bigger from here. Here's like another little angle, but like when I sit, I still have these leggings on, don't really go with the dress, but when I sit, you can see I have a nice little pouch going on. Okay. Oh, this angle's not good. Okay, so this is pretty much all I'm going to cover for my 20-week update video. If you guys, like I said, are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment on what types of pregnancy videos and just videos in general that you guys want to see next. If you haven't, go check out Christian and I's other videos. He is normally in all the videos, but this one I just wanted to sit down with you guys and talk about the pregnancy. So go ahead, watch those other videos, give those a like and a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.